You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Twisted After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Twisted After Show.
Where's our music?
Gonna take it.
All right. We're not going to take it, guys. And we're not going to take the music at the beginning either. Thank you for joining us for the AFTERBUZZ TV show for Twisted, the after show for our ABC family Twisted, because we love this show so much.
We do. We do.
Why are you shaking your head? That's not even cool.
I said yes.
It was such a long break, and our fans have been tweeting at us recently being like, hey, guys, you really need to get back in this Twisted game because stuff is cray-cray. I'm your host, Stephen Lemieux, and joining me tonight is a fan favorite, Lina Green.
Hi.
And her amazing and wonderful sister.
Hey, I'm new to the crew. Erica J.
There you go. And we will be covering this season of Twisted all season round, all episode round.
Thank you, Stephen.
I think Jason and Heather, I got to go ahead and give them a shout out because if you are listening, you probably were listening to last season's podcast with Heather Joy and Jason Eichler. Jason Eichler had an unfortunate schmelting accident.
No, he didn't. Stop.
He got a job that works at the same time we tape this, so he will be back as soon as he can if it is available, as well as Heather will also be coming back if she manages to find a way. Where there's a will,
She's trying to, though.
She's trying to. Where there's a will, there's a way. But for now, we have Lina and Erica.
Just have me now. Thanks a lot.
Oh, we don't.
And Erica.
And Erica, unfortunately.
And if you're only listening, just know that if you want to see Lacey outside of the show, you can just look at these two ladies here because they're like
Steven,
spot on. It's like we got two cosplayers for the show already.
Stop it.
All right, so last season we wrapped up with, hey, we found a lead pipe that has blood and hair on it and Danny's fingerprints. Hooray! We also left off with Kyle kind of being suspecting of Marilyn because she's a little bit crazy.
That's the cop lady, Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn. She's really crazy, basically. Yeah. Lina finds out about the scratches on Regina's arms, of course, and hears that she's from a car with tinted windows with Connecticut plates. Lina, of course, does not at this point know that Marilyn has the Connecticut plates.
Lacey?
Yes, Lacey.
I'm in the show now. I'm in the show. Thank you.
I mix up names a lot, guys.
You
Sorry.
wrote me in the show. Thank you. I love it. Yes, I found out that she did it. I'm in the show and she did it. Thank you, Stephen.
So Lacey.
Lina killed Regina. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so Lacey knows that it was the tinted windows of Connecticut plates, but she does not know that it is somebody in town's car. She doesn't know who Marilyn is. She doesn't know about any of this. And also what's going on at this point is bum.
Tess is on the phone with Vikram.
Yeah, she says, yo.
You need to come back.
I'ma holla at you, Vikram.
Tess, I feel like Tess is trying to have Danny's back and tell him that, you know what, you need to come back. Danny's being framed, but she's going about this all wrong.
A warped way, exactly. I was like, why is she doing so much to like not help her own daughter understand what's going on?
The thing about shows like this is they only give you part of the puzzle, and you're not really able to put it together at all. Like, really, like, you can put it together a little bit, but you're really only going to get a vague outline of what's really happening until they give you all the information. And that's the problem. Like, at the beginning of the season, of last season, we would not have been able to know as much as we do now, and we wouldn't have even been able to guess because we didn't know about the company, we didn't know about a lot of things. So there's no really, it's not like a murder mystery where you can kind of put things together in the beginning and know in the end.
Well, I kind of disagree because I feel like they give us those clues, but every time we guess, it's somebody else is thrown in. There's somebody else. Now we have, like, we'll talk about the new guy who's here, and I kind of feel like he's...
Wait, the new guy at the school? Or
yeah, the new guy.
The new guy.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Jimmy or
we'll call him
Charlie McBride.
Charlie McBride.
Yeah.
We'll call him Hoodie McHooderstein.
Yeah.
But Yeah, he's an interesting. He's like one of those. We need a new guest star role that can be.
No, I feel like he's going to be a key element to this. I think maybe he might have been the one to do it. I'm just going to put that out there.
That's what I was thinking. He has that killer vibe to him, always popping up everywhere Lacey is, like stalkerish.
He's asking questions.
All right, beginning of the season prediction. He's Danny's half brother.
Really?
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, he's there because Vikram came back.
interesting.
There you go.
That's interesting.
I was gonna say that because they both had that kind of dark, smoldering look going on.
You didn't say it, so I'm taking it. It's my prediction now.
Your
Deal with
prediction. You got to
You
find
got
a new
it.
one.
Erica, learn to deal.
We do it at the end. You got to find one.
I knew.
So also, what the thing with Tess is that, or what I was saying about the puzzle is, the big picture here is going to be a lot different than what we assume, because they like to play things off in the obvious way, and it's never the obvious way. Like when you listen to, imagine you're looking at a paper, and I like to do this exercise a lot when I'm.
It's very technical.
Yeah, I see.
I like to do this exercise a lot when I'm either getting a new script or when I'm like watching a scene and I'm not sure how to take it. Is if you take everything the character says and get rid of all emotion from it, just write the lines on a paper and read how it sounds to you just reading it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a lot different from how they film it and a lot different from how the actor portrays it. Because right now, Vikram is completely displayed as the villain this whole episode.
Yeah.
He is completely a villain this whole episode.
Rightly so, though. Rightly so.
Rightly
Yes.
slow.
Attacking his own kid. Come on.
Yes.
villain.
But I'm saying, you look at what he says and you look at how he believes it, there is a big picture here that we are
Yeah.
not seeing.
Yeah.
So we really don't know what his motivation behind it was.
That's a great script breakdown.
Yeah.
That's a really, just on your part, just a great script breakdown.
Now these ladies, I call them Lacey once, and these ladies just they shower me.
Love it.
I don't know. I just feel like Vikram was a little bit
Crazy.
He's a little bit selfish. I mean, a lot of it is like me. I gotta, I'm watching out for me, and then he tries to put it on everyone else. It's just like, but you should be protecting your son. Going to juvie, who knows what could have happened to him? in
framing
juvie.
your son,
That's-
that's a lot.
Okay,
That's
well,
a villain.
yes,
It looks
yes,
like a villain, sounds like a villain. It's a villain.
it is. But at the same time, people like to write characters that way, where they sound like a villain, look like a villain, and then they're like, okay, let me just say one name, Snape.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I mean, you'll make everyone hate them for so long, and then they'll be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we hated him."
He looks creepy though. I could do it.
Yeah, Vikram looks totally creepy too. But at the same time, I look at this as what would have happened if his aunt. Can anyone remember the aunt's name?
Do you look?
Why can't
Call her
you?
aunt because they call her aunt.
No, they call. I want to say it's like.
No, it's not.
It'll come.
I can't
It'll
remember.
come.
Yeah, it'll come to us. You don't know what would happen if the aunt came clean with the information. You see the people that Vikram's dealing with. You see like what Marilyn's capable of. You see that the mayor's in a powerful place and he can do things.
I forgot about the mayor.
And you don't know what would have happened if the aunt had come to the forefront. Could Danny have been killed? Could his mom have been killed? Could their whole family have been killed? Like, these are things like, is it, okay, kill her, blame my son, and then stage my own death so I can get out of the situation because I'm going to be the cause of their deaths? You're pointing at me. What do you want to say?
I'm just saying, I remember like another piece of evidence that came forward whenever Regina's mom, they're kind of like insinuating that Vikram has something going on. I'm like, Vikram got around a little bit.
It's a lot.
He was like with her mom now, and then he was Joe's mom. So I don't know.
Maybe
I'm trying to follow that
his
one.
half brother, his
Okay,
is-
it's coming together.
I don't.
that would make sense because that's her. He was hanging around the horse place where she lives.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he
like-
works there, I think. I think he works there. He works there. That's why he was there. But it's weird that he just pops up in town and he already has a job at the horse place. I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
But it's also weird that he knows exactly who Lacey's talking about when she says, "Oh, you just missed her. She was here about half an hour ago." Oh, I was assumed they were married because he's obviously looked at the picture before.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a kid who's new to town, yet he already knows who this woman is. He already assumed that these two people were married before, and he knows exactly who she's talking about when she says the name.
Yeah.
He's
true.
connected to bitch face a lot more than we assume.
Wow. He's suspicious. We need to watch him. We just need to keep an eye
There
on
is
him.
something. I honestly think. I mean, I already put my prediction out there, but he's going to be the key to all of it. I think so. They brought him in on the second season just to
Yeah.
be like, this
That
is the
usually,
key.
they're going to elongate him or kill him off, but we'll see.
And just going into last season, we were kind of correct. We all really had our suspicions that Vikram was the one who killed the aunt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we called a lot of different things out, just taking in information, predicting it, but we all kind of were at one point or another were like, probably Vikram killed him and told Danny not to tell anyone. I mean, that's...
I mean, it was hard to believe at first that his own father would do that, but I mean, it was so clear and evident.
And you guys hated me? You guys...
But you weren't the one who predicted that.
No, I'm not saying that. Oh. I'm saying you guys, you guys gave me crap, but I looked at that medical report, and on that medical report, there was bruises, and those bruises looked like an adult did them to her.
There was a medical report that he froze on the screen and looked at and dissected it. It was not a joke.
Hey,
you are so Rico's character. Hey. We got Rico, 2 Lacey's.
You're being mulfilliant or whatever he said. Mulfilliant or whatever.
I love Rico. I do.
Oh, man.
I love...
Hey, new guy. Bye, new guy.
Rico's
Notice
character.
I said that to you, Eric.
Oh, wow. I know where I'm not wanted.
Okay, I want to talk about Rico's character and Lacey's character getting together. Not getting together, but having these great scenes together on the show.
Yeah.
You know, they're together in real life. So
well, that's the obvious path to take it, because really, like, there's no... Without Joe, Rico is not part of this group really at all, except for his thing with Danny.
With Danny, which is a weird kind of thing that he's doing
all
with
of a sudden
Danny.
Wants to be friends with Danny all of a
I
sudden.
mean, he was always trying to, like... be friends for Joe.
He had moments with Danny.
Yeah.
And because it's like, okay, Joe likes Danny. What's he doing? I'm gonna try to like see what he's doing. Yeah. I mean, he tried to kiss. I mean, of course, we know with Rico. Yeah. Last we saw of him, he had confessed to Joe, and all that crap happened.
Oh, the way he told Danny that he was like, when someone puts their heart out, and you get nothing in return. That touched me. I was touched twice.
When somebody puts their heart out and she takes your heart and puts it out.
I mean, it touched me. That moment, and then when Joe and
told her mom.
Mom, when Joe told her mom that she had sex with Tyler.
Wait, she had sex with Tyler?
That was a moment. I almost cried. Like, I teared up. I was like, that was just... Because, you know, as a girl, you can feel your first time.
Yeah.
You feel that. You go there when it's, like, the wrong person.
And to be so young, Joe, like, knew it was a mistake, and she admits that, and it was a beautiful
moment. Didn't see Tyler this episode, though. Yeah. So we don't know what his connection to everything is and what's going to happen now that we've... You know, now that... Well, it's looking actually like the rest of the season they're not going to tell anyone about Vikram being there and him being killed.
That's what I was wondering about from the close. I was like, he should have been like brought to the forefront or the light in some way that he was alive. Now,
well, that's what Marilyn's job's going to be. That's whose boot we saw at the end of the episode, seeing them push Vikram. Yeah. She set up the meeting. She would know where the meeting place is. She would see them kill him.
Yeah, that was definitely her.
They're gonna use that, and then she's gonna bring that out, and that's gonna be like a whole new skeleton that comes out of the closet and all this crap.
You think she's gonna try to help them bring that information out? Marilyn seems like she was kind of just working for Vikram, like she was just doing
taking
her
a
job.
payoff. She left. Which, I mean, she's supposed to be out of town, so they're already hot on her tail. So there's no way she can come forth.
They're not.
They have evidence on her. Like, they were going after her to arrest her.
So we're not for sure that's Marilyn. Not for sure.
No, it's Marilyn.
Marilyn can act in more ways than being a police officer. She's a private detective or investigator or whatever. Like, she's got a lot more connection. She's got a lot more pull than just being a police officer. And, I mean... They couldn't find Danny when he's hiding in Joe's closet. Do you really think they're going to find Marilyn in the city?
Why did Danny just jump out like that? Hey, Joe. Like, this is the first time we see him in the new season. Yeah. And he just jumps out of Joe's closet like everything's okay. I mean, if I was driving and fighting,
I think the problem here is that Kyle is such a terrible cop that when we see him doing good work this episode, no, he's a good cop now. Like, but in the beginning of first season, we were just
some things about the way he went about doing things, because our mom's a cop. The way he went about doing things wasn't to the book. Yeah, that's all we said. He's not a terrible cop. Just some of the stuff he did.
We were just giving him a lot of crap, and then as he gets better, and then this season he's like getting better, but at the same time you're like.
Going through people's stuff illegally.
He's doing whatever needs to be done. I can
respect that, but I get what you're saying. I can respect that, though.
But really, you'd think that, okay, where are we going to look for Danny? Let's look on the road running around. Let's not look in Joe's apart. Let's not look in her room.
Rico's room.
Not look at Rico's room. Who are the 4 people closest to him? Well, this park bench, this tree.
Well, they really came without probable evidence. I didn't even say that right.
Yeah. Probable evidence.
I'm making up.
Because, hey, Joe, you in there, sweetie? No? I have a warrant for your room. He doesn't need a warrant to go in his daughter's bedroom.
For Rico or Lacey.
They probably checked, though. They probably already checked those areas.
Plus, she turned him in the first time he came.
Yeah. Okay, but look at Rico's poker face. You can imagine how that would go Kyle shows up to the house.
Hey,
is he hiding in there? No, I've seen
Lacey.
Lacey's poker face.
Here's Lacey.
A little bit.
No, she's gonna purse her
I'm just
lips.
trying to act really happy right now.
I don't know where.
He's with you.
I don't know.
Joe figured it out.
Stephen was like,
Mother should have figured it out. Stop looking at us.
She was doing the Kerry Washington.
it was perfect though when she was trying to lie to Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I don't know where. I don't know where.
And
It's
the
like she's
at Rico's place.
The next scene, it's like, oh yeah, he doesn't know. She has no idea. I was so smooth. Hey guys, I figured it out.
I love how matter of the fact Joe is.
Yeah.
The whole episode, Joe's character, you can see like all the transformation in the characters now. Like Lacey has really gotten this like I love the whole flip. Now Lacey trusts Danny so much.
Yeah.
And Joe's like on the fence.
Well, she slept with him.
I mean, I guess that could build a little trust, but
So I think that we were talking about a little bit of Lacey right there, and we just kind of finished that up. So now we should move into a little bit more of Joe's storyline just to cover it before we move into the main stuff, because we've been going all over the place. Guys, this is the first episode of the second season, so really it's going to be a little bit all over the place before we can get all of our thoughts from, okay, well, this is what happened after last season. Because really this is kind of like a season 1 recap after show.
Yeah.
For the first 10 minutes. Sorry about that, but we really just kind of need to take what we got tonight and put it with everything from last season.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, spoiler, don't listen to this if you haven't seen the episode.
Yeah. It aired yesterday, so everybody should have saw it.
Yeah, you'd think so. Vikram's dead. They bring him back.
I thought you were gonna wait to say that.
No, but I mean,
Vikram's. Yeah, we know he's dead, but are you talking about the second death?
Second death.
Yes, he's dead again.
The whole first season was like, is he alive? Is he alive? Okay, every clue, breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs. Is he alive? Oh, here's the loaf. He's alive. Great. She's on the phone with him. This episode, we're like, okay, so Vikram's gonna be a major. The whole time we're waiting for this season, he's gonna be a major part of this season. Yeah. As soon as I saw that cliff, I'm like, he's gonna die.
And then did you at the end? I'm sorry that we're already telling the end, but at the end when Danny tries to grab him,
then he lunged out to like actually.
He didn't actually like grab him. It was like.
It was actually like he was falling slowly, and Danny's like,
just playing.
He's like, yeah.
We gotta run my hands through my hair.
Speaking of Danny's hair, you doing that the part where Danny gets out the shower?
I can't.
Dude, that boy has no muscle at all. He's like a stick.
The girls are gonna get you.
No, the girls love him. No, I know the girls love him.
Yeah,
but like
he's a hater. Girls, don't listen to him. He has so much ab definition.
No,
it's called having less than 1% body fat. It's not called abs.
But he's cute.
The hair was. Awesome.
I can't speak for that. Jason. If Jason was here, Jason would be like.
You admitted it last season that he was good-looking kid.
Okay.
Look at Stephen.
Okay, I said it. Oh, I'll admit it.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatevs.
Anyway.
But I mean, you know, they throw that in for fan service. It's like, oh, the girls are gonna love this.
Just get out, because it wasn't needed.
Yeah.
But it was there.
Pretty much. Just like I'm not gonna. Just like the scene with Joe, like, oh, Joe's in underwear, like that kind of stuff. That was last season.
I didn't even remember that.
But I'm sure not many. I don't know I don't know what the viewer base for this show is, because it's
girls.
Is
Even
it really
the people who tweet us a lot. It's a lot of girls, younger.
That is true.
Yeah.
I guess I'm definitely in a minority here. I mean, just look at this table right here.
He loves it, though.
He does love it.
Anyway, back to what we were saying, wrapping up about Joe.
Talking about Joe. So Joe's struggles right now are she doesn't trust Danny. She's really like, I mean, I guess at the end of this episode, she's a little bit more. They really do that a lot in this show, in that it goes from hate to love so fast that it goes back to hate again the next episode. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's so frustrated at the beginning, and then like that, she's like right by his side. I was worried about you.
Thank you. I'm glad
you
brought that up.
The next episode, she's gonna hate him again. We're gonna have the struggle with her. Like, I don't trust Danny. He's just not nice.
She just wants him. That's why.
And
she's
we
upset.
forget
That's
they're
how women
16.
are.
We forget these are kids. I know they look a little bit older, but these are kids, and they're in high school, and they have these hormones raging. So
emotions.
They're gonna go back and forth, flip flop.
Well, she definitely got some hormones raging. I'll say that right now. Like from Danny's perspective, he walks up to her and she's like, "I just don't want to talk to you right now." He doesn't know that she lost her virginity and she's like having mental breakdowns. From his perspective, it's just like, This bitch
I
right
just
here.
tried to apologize to you. Everybody's having sex. Like, I just forgot Lacey and Danny had sex on the
That
first
was like
season.
the main part of the first season.
lot.
Yeah.
So Joe's also dealing with that. She's also dealing with Rico, who confessed to her, and she's freaking out about that because it's funny because she doesn't understand why he's pissed, yet she is just so absolutely furious at Lacey for acting on her feelings.
I feel like there's some selfishness. I feel like Joe knows why he's pissed, and she's
She
like,
has
"Oh, you're
to.
still mad. You're still mad. I can't
Yeah.
believe." But she's also still mad, but she doesn't like see her feelings either. She's
High school drama.
No one could be that clueless if someone likes him. And she's always
well,
around
Danny
Rico.
was for the whole first season that Joe did. It was so obvious.
Yeah, it was obvious. These kids.
Oh, these kids at this high school.
I think also from a watcher's perspective, I mean, actors are supposed to make it obvious. So of course, you never know. If this was a real life situation, I'm not even going to go into that. That sounds terrible.
This is a real life situation.
This is real life here, guys.
These are people's lives you're talking
Regina
about.
is dead. Game over, man. Game over.
Oh, man.
He was so invested in Regina's character. He
Were
was.
you?
I got one episode of Regina, and she was top notch.
Was she only one episode? I thought it was. She was like
Was it
two.
two? Was it
yeah,
two?
she died on the second one.
She died pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Vikram got
And I
one.
What? If Vikram comes back.
Vikram got
He
5
was in the
minutes.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they would ever show Vikram, so I'm really happy that they finally made him like.
He looks so happy in the picture. He's all like thumbs up and stuff. And then he
they
looks
were all
creepy when he shows up at the
mean.
door.
He's like thumbs up, and then like the end of the episode, he's like,
Oh.
play soccer.
I swear if he's still alive, I'm going to be upset. Because
he comes-
let him go, please.
I mean, you heard his heartbeat at the end. It was like thump.
That was the thump. The thump before he hit the ground.
We have subtitles on, so like when we
Oh,
watch
is that
the
what
show,
it was?
when we watch the show, it's like you see his body falling slowly, and then it's just on the bottom of the screen you see thump,
And it said
but like halfway between him being down on the ground in the air.
I was like, interesting.
so my brain just said thump and went before he thumped. That's why I thought.
Pretty much.
That's
I
weird.
was like, that wasn't a long drop. He'll be okay.
So speaking of thumping, we get what's Danny's mom's name?
Tess. Oh no, Karen.
Karen. How did I forget her name? Oh
You
my-
love Karen.
I know, she's so gorgeous. It's crazy.
Okay.
So speaking of a thump, Karen meets up with an old love interest, we find out. Jack. Who, okay, was I the only one who, when Jack, like, menacingly stepped out of the shadows, we were in the shower, steps out of the shadows, I'm like,
Vikram.
yeah, we're like, wow, they're showing Vikram pretty early in this episode, but did they recast him? Why does he look so white? What's going
I
on?
thought they did that, and I was like, I can't believe they did that.
You know, what, because immediately went through my mind is, did they recast him so maybe he can be Joe's father because he's a little bit wider and it makes more sense now?
Did they ever talk about this guy Jack on the first season?
No.
I never.
No.
I don't think so.
So that's what threw me off. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And there was so much history between him
So
and Karen.
what I'm going to throw out there is that Jack also probably went to the same school as they did, as Tess and Karen and
Well, he
Vikram.
worked with Vikram. That's
He did
what
work.
He
He
said.
was-
Got something going on.
He
with
worked
Karen.
and he graduated from working to being like trusted family friend.
Okay.
So Jack's going to also play a big role in this season because he's going to know why Vikram did what he did.
Yeah, he has the box with Vikram's Mr. Desai
Okay.
name on it. So.
Yeah, he has the boxes. Sorry, I didn't mean to say okay to cut you off.
No, I'm just saying.
He has the box with Vikram's stuff on it, and guys, there's a reason they did this at a marina. Okay, Vikram staged his death through a boat. I mean, this guy is the one who told Vikram how he could stage his death, how long the divers would look for
He
it.
was the guy?
Yes,
Yes.
obviously.
Well, are you just...
I'm
that's what you're saying.
Fine.
but-
I'm speculating, but
Speculating,
like,
okay.
come on. He works in a marina, or he has a boat in a marina. He knows all about boats. He works in this shed.
But what's his reason?
His reason would be he's the trusted family friend. He would know the reason why
But he
Vikram.
slept with Karen. He's not
And
that
he-
trusted to Vikram.
No, he slept with Karen long before she met Vikram.
Still.
But he would no. He said that no.
He
He
still have
said
feelings for her.
he said that they were still talking why him and Karen and Vikram
yeah.
was still together. He said that.
Okay, well maybe it's just like a Tess Vikram situation.
I
where-
mean, all those curveballs, like,
all these adults just like to have sex. I don't understand it.
and the kids too. They're taking off their parents.
My only feelings towards sex comes from Secret Life of the American Teenager.
What's going on?
You have sex, you're gonna get pregnant.
Stevie's having some issues right now.
Watch Jo be pregnent by the end of the
Don't
season.
say that. This is a family show, Stephen. Don't you forget that. No pregnancy children.
Hey,
around.
Tyler's father material apparently to you guys. You guys were all about him last season.
What if oh my, you're doing stuff. I don't know
Where
what
you
you're
going?
doing over there. Tyler, it's Jack's son.
What would the
From Karen. From Karen. Whoa, Twisted. No. You said that.
I
We
just
could
wanna
do
be
the
fun.
twist. Okay.
I said you could, and I would look at you like this.
No one can see
You
your
gave it to
face.
me last season, so I'm just gonna be like. And we got an iTunes comment that said, "I like this show, but all the hosts just randomly say Twisted, and it takes me out of it." We know. I'm trying not
I
to
think
this
we
season.
did it like 3 or 4 times the show, so if we do it one time,
maybe
it
at
works.
the beginning or the end?
Well, I mean, it doesn't work anymore. There's no more jump rope in the title sequence. It's like the little spinning
What
thing.
is that for? What's the spinning thing? Was that in? That was well, she was murdered with a
I
neck.
liked
Regina?
it, though.
It's
Was that
not.
the
It's not the
necklace?
necklace. The necklace is different. The necklace was the company logo. Remember, with the ruby and everything. That was the company logo. I totally forgot the company name because they're making it very obscure.
Yeah.
They're gonna probably bring that up in 2 episodes. I'd say.
You think
Third
so?
episode,
Yeah.
just so we forget about it enough.
I love his
Dude, they love
predictions.
doing that stuff. They love to like. Hey, let's
Let
give
us
you this
forget
piece of
about
information.
something and then bring it back up.
Bring it back up.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know where the cash went. You don't know if Kyle left it in the suitcase, so she didn't
Or
know he was
why
there.
she
Took
did.
it. I think he took it. I think he took the cash. They never said anything about the cash after
He
that.
said when he was explaining it to the other
police officer.
he was saying that he left it. Basically.
Also, you see a little sneak peek of the accounts that the cash was transferred out of. It was a Swiss bank account, which usually means there is something illegal going on. I mean, I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah.
So with the company, with Vikram having to stage his own death, with money involved on 6-0 6-figure
Yeah.
to 7-figure. I mean, if they have the money to pay $100,000 to a private investigator, like,
And the money for Regina, how much was the money he was paying Regina off the whole time.
I mean,
And it was the same bank. So
not enough to have those carpets cleaned after they.
I don't know what.
Oh.
Can you stop? Oh no,
But connection wise, we do know that Regina's mom was not aware of Vikram being alive.
From what we know.
From what
right now.
I think she has a good poker face,
Yeah.
maybe. Because when Lacey
I
started,
think she has a bad poker face, and we learn about her bad poker face from last season in that she couldn't keep her crap together. Whenever it regarded Danny, whenever it regarded Karen, whenever it regarded any of those, she couldn't keep her stuff together. And I think if she knew that Vikram was the one who killed
Regina,
the aunt.
Oh, did we know if Vikram was the one who killed Regina too, or is that just something they're throwing
It's
out?
assumed
he's
at this
killing
point.
everyone,
It's
though.
assumed at this point that Marilyn is the one that killed Regina, because Marilyn's the one who had the murder weapon, and Marilyn's the one who put the scratches on her arm
But
and had
Marilyn's
the money.
working for
Vikram.
Vikram. So Vikram never said when Danny told
Confronted
Vikram,
him,
he
yeah.
confronted Vikram. He never said he didn't kill Regina. And he said, I had to keep stuff a secret. Regina knew all the secrets. She knew everything.
Regina doesn't know as much as we think she knows. He killed. Okay, Vikram framed Danny after killing Danny's aunt. Okay, and we don't know what the aunt knew. Putting that in perspective, and then Regina is dead after having been paid off, but now her death is being framed on Danny again. I'm not saying that Vikram killed Regina. I'm saying that Vikram probably had the power to order the kill on Regina, and I think Marilyn killed Regina.
I think, honestly, and this just came to me, I think Regina's mom killed her and got the money. I think she had something going on with Vikram.
No.
I don't know.
You don't
about
think
that.
so?
No.
I'm sorry. Just the
I
way
wouldn't
she
know
was
that.
so angry about her. It was more than just like she was trying to like put it on Danny so hard. And that kind of like...
It was too well played off. Like,
You think so?
for an ABC Family show, like they would not have had the act, because she's a good actress. Like the woman who plays Regina's mom,
Regina's
she's a
mom.
really good actress.
Yeah.
You see her in Law and Order. You see her in a lot of things. She's a good actress, and if they wanted to add that hint of doubt that she could be involved in some way, she would not have played that character, played the part of the grieving mother so well.
So what was that part about? What's the new guy's name? Him saying, well, I thought they were husbands. Charlie, and they look at the picture and Lace.
And they're kind of hugged up.
That's what I'm saying.
Picture.
I'm not saying she's not involved. I'm just saying she's not involved in
the death of Regina.
In the death of Regina or the aunt. I'm saying she probably believed Vikram was dead.
We can put it out there. We can put it out there.
You can put it out there.
I'll put it out there, and we'll see who's right at the end. But I'm thinking because it was a lot.
Yeah.
And her mourning.
This show is a lot of predictions because a lot of things just pop out, and then it's kind of hard to cover the episode in a sequential order because you'll look at the beginning and then at the end, nothing in the beginning will make as much sense because
and all these new people
and the flashbacks that they and you have to talk about what happened previous to understand what's going on now.
Yeah.
So it's
So Jack looks into it. He doesn't find anything.
Of course, what clearly he's probably covering up something.
Covering up.
And Karen's like, "Well, let's get this box to the police." Yeah. So you totally didn't. You didn't like. Oh yeah, that also was like right in the open, like so obvious. Let's leave this out for Karen.
And then how he protested, "No, I'm not going to help you." And she's like, "I thought you were better." And he's like, "I will help you." It was so like, okay,
you're going to help me all along. What's going on?
A setup.
Well, it's like let's say I borrowed, or let's say you're missing $10,000, and you think that I stole it. Okay. Let's say you come to my house and ask me, did you steal the $10,000? And I'm like, no, I didn't steal the $10,000, but you see like $1,000 behind me.
Where are you going with
this is I'm trying to think of a better example. Okay, like if you ask me something and I tell you no, then you're going to assume that I still know something. If you ask me something and I say that I don't have any, and I try saying something but it's nothing useful, but then I say something that's just a little bit useful, you'll assume that that's the only thing useful that I know. So like what he's doing is he's saying he doesn't know anything, he didn't find anything, but he's leaving that out to make her assume that that's all of it.
Yeah.
So he still has more.
I kind of think you're giving them a lot of credit right now. That's kind of like a CSI kind of thinking right there. I think you're giving them a lot of credit.
Are you saying the writers of ABC Family's Twisted are not intelligent?
I see what you're saying, though. The box was too obvious. I see what you're saying. It was too obvious. I don't think they would just stick a box with the name on it and just be like, okay, that's not
the box is a red herring. He's got more than he lets on, but he says there's nothing in the box. So whatever they do find in the box, they're going to think that's all of it.
But what I'm saying, I'm thinking they just left that box out because there's something in the box that's going to be a telltale of what's to come. I think that's what it is.
Red herring.
Okay.
They keep giving us red herrings. The necklace, nothing ever came of the necklace.
Can you explain what a red herring is, please?
Oh my God, red
you are the only one who know what that is.
I'm over here shaking my head.
Steven's in his own world. Red herring.
I'm in my own world.
Can you tell us what that is?
Okay, a red herring is a writing device they use to send you down a different path than what's true.
Okay.
So basically, the necklace, Danny having the necklace.
Okay.
And that was a red herring for Kyle. That was his character's red herring because Danny had the necklace, he was on that path to find out that Danny was the killer because he had the necklace. I mean, they're leaving this box as a red herring for us to assume that they're going to find something really interesting, and it immediately makes us think that if they find anything in the box, that's going to be a really important thing, and later in the season it's going to be really important. That's why I look at the subtle things. I love looking at the subtle things because usually the things that are subtle are what's going to be a lot more important and what they're going to bring out because writers don't like solutions, they want problems.
Yeah.
And when the solution is too obvious, they'll find something, they'll be like, oh, let's see. Oh, we wrote about this and there was a simple line about this. We can use that because we can put meaning behind that because it's already been seen a season past. So people are going to be like, I hate you, I forgot about that. But at the same time, they're not going to say we pulled it out of our ass. They're going to say, oh, I forgot about that. Oh my God, that was right in front of me. Oh my God.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like they write this not for like a writer's point of view of
for the audience.
Someone, they're writing it for the audience. And for people like that are their audience, which is
that's
young.
What I'm saying.
teenage girls. So,
but they do. But you're saying teenage girls are stupid.
no, I'm not saying that.
You just said teenage girls are stupid.
I'm that, Stephen. Stop it. That's not what I'm saying.
That's a straight Lina Green quote. Teenage girls are stupid.
Don't
Lina Green.
They have so much going on. They're not trying to read.
What I'm saying is that audience just wants it plain and simple. This is why I'm watching this. Not just plain and simple, but not so complex. Like if he's sending them on all these clues, we all get lost. So I think what they did was just put subtle clues that will show, like, okay, here's a bigger picture of this, maybe.
Yes, what I like to do is point out those subtle clues for the listeners, because anyone who watches will get sent off on these main clues, and if they want to listen to our after show, then they'll get to be able to pick up the subtle clues. So when those pop out later, they're going to be like, oh, because I knew about that. Because right now they do watch for the average watcher, for the people who watch it. And
Steven's saying the average watcher.
No, I'm saying, like,
I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just trying to do what Stephen did to me. Thank you.
But exactly, like people like the simplistic things, but at the same time they don't like to always be right.
Yeah.
You don't want to always win poker. You don't want to always win something. Like, they like to understand what's going on, and then like to see that the thing behind that pops out of the forefront, and it all works together to create a nice big picture.
We love twists, yes.
Exactly.
We love twists
and
at the end of movies.
We can't say it. No, we can't say it.
It's called Twisted.
Exactly. If you think about that, the name of the show, of course, you're gonna start looking into other stuff in the show.
Okay.
Clues. I got it.
All right. So
that's enough of Jack.
Was that all about Jack?
That was all about Jack. Real quick, that one scene with Jo where Danny's in her room and she screams to get her mom. That's a big character shift because she never would have done that last season, and that's just because her mind's all messed up from getting a booty call.
And she's hurt.
She's hurt. You gotta empathize. Where's her empathy?
Yeah, I was surprised that I was like, Jo, really? You're gonna?
I love that she told her mom. I would have never told my mom if I had sex in high school.
Yeah. Her mom's
I would have never. Cool. But she did and came out, and Tess seemed like cool with it. Tess was like, oh, it happens, baby. And you'll find someone who's going to make it feel like it's the
If you need someone to talk to, now just call your sister that I didn't tell you about because I had her in high school. Twist.
Okay, that's too many twists. That's not the writing.
Yeah,
I know. We will not be writing anytime soon.
If Vikram comes back to life, I'm done with the show.
Oh my gosh.
Steven's gonna walk out.
What if he's a twin? How many times did they do that?
Vikram's brother is here.
Hey, son. He didn't even know his name. He was like, no, I was like, if he's a twin, I'm
like Lacey dies next episode in episode 3. It's like, hi, I'm Lina Green. I'm just Lacey's twin sister.
I've replaced Lacey on the show now.
Oh, we both replaced Lacey. No.
Okay. You got when he used the stunt double, we'll figure it out.
Anyway.
So we had that. We had Tess makes the phone call to an answering machine when he doesn't pick up. And this kind of gave me a foreboding sense for Tess before Vikram died, because if he didn't die, then I'd be feeling it a little bit more. But you never know who could listen to the answering machine that he answered on the first time. She says, if you don't come here soon, I'm going to come forward with this information. Yeah. So if we're to assume that they don't tell anyone about Vikram being alive or having come back and them killing him, then you can assume that Tess is going to be coming forward with something soon.
Yeah.
And
you think they'll kill her before she does, though?
That's what I was thinking. When she was saying that she was going to come out, I was like, okay, why did you just seal your fate? You're going to die now.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And then, except for the fact that Kyle is on to Marilyn and Kyle has found evidence against the hair and blood, against the fingerprints being Danny's and tampering.
Yeah.
So he's found that Marilyn tampered with the evidence. So next episode, we're also going to see the mayor come back.
You would love the mayor. What is your thing with the mayor?
Because the mayor is the one that we assumed was the link also with Marilyn, because he came around when Danny's mom started snooping. Like, it was literally we got this huge twist about like housing markets and different things that are very corrupt. And as soon as it hit that moment, we're like, are they going to continue with this? They completely They completely shift our attention to the thing with Danny, with this private investigator, with everything. So that. And then we go back into that a little bit when we get the business name, we get the necklace being the business logo. So it was one of those things where it's like, shift your attention here. Let's give you a little bit more. Then
it's
shift
like
your attention again.
the magic. You put your hand in someone's face and you
what are you doing?
You take from them. The magic. No.
Pretty much.
No.
No, it's exactly. It's a distraction. The illusion of distraction.
The illusion of distraction. That's what I was trying to say.
But yeah, so we really don't know when his part's going to be in this because the only corrupt people right now, Marilyn, Regina's mom. I think it's a little bit,
they're
just
alluding,
a little bit,
but we're not sure yet. You know what I really like? Rico's strong character coming to front now. He's becoming the man.
Well, he's not pussy whipped anymore. I mean, I don't.
He needs to go after Lacey.
I would love to see that.
Get his swirl.
That would be nice. That would be really
chemistry.
nice.
I love that.
Did you see that scene where they're talking to each other and their
hallway.
chemistry was really nice? Just
No.
like looking him. You didn't see.
You want Lacey
You
for
were
yourself.
Nice.
You weren't watching.
I'll be watching Lacey. Don't get me wrong.
So you like us.
So you're saying that.
I think we're about ready to. Do you have any news? I don't think you do you?
No, I mean, this is the start of the season. I think we're going to see a lot of things unveil. And
All right, but yeah. Before we do go, I do want to say, go to iTunes, rate and comment. Please leave us comments. Next week we'll give shout outs. I'll write them down and I'll give you shout outs on our podcast. But we do need more comments right now. We're at 32 ratings and we haven't had a rating since December. The show's back, y'all. It's back. It's February. It's back. We got Lacy 1 and Lacy 2. Woo! It's back. So leave us a comment on iTunes and check out all our other after shows at AfterBuzz TV and check us out on YouTube and comment there as well.
And Twitter, we read the Twitter. We will shout you out on Twitter.
Our whole podcast has been predictions. Should we just go ahead and wrap it out?
Let's do the predictions because I feel like this is what the show is about.
Okay, real quick predictions.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Like I said, that Vikram. Wait, what did I say before?
No, Vikram's not going to come back. I'm not going to say that anytime soon.
Okay, your prediction.
Yeah.
I'll go last.
That was my prediction. I predicted that Vikram might come back. I'm going to throw in a silly one, a twist in there that he might be a twin.
That's not going to happen.
Projection much? I've already said my predictions the whole episode. Basically, this whole thing has been my predictions. Sadly, I don't.
Wow.
I talk a lot about speculation, so
I mean,
you know what I'm pretty much thinking. But anyway, thank you for joining us for the Twisted After Show. Welcome to season 2, episode 1. Thank you for watching our season 1 podcast. Be sure to check out Twisted on Netflix right now if you haven't been caught up. They actually have the first season on there.
And on the website for it.
ABC Family.
ABC Family.
Yes, you can definitely find me on Twitter at Stephen Lemieux, StephenLemieux, as well as doing the Helix After Show. We got a great guests lined up for that, and we'll be trying to get more guests for the Twisted After Show this season. Where can we find you guys aside from on Twisted?
Your shameless pubbing. You can find me at Just Lina Green on Instagram and on Facebook at Lina Green.
You can find me at Erica J.
Twitter.
Green on Facebook, Twitter, and I said Facebook and Instagram.
I love Instagram.
Well, thank you guys. From me, Steven, from Lina 2. Just kidding, Erica.
You can call her Lina too.
From all these Lacey's up in here, we will see you guys next week for Twisted Season 2, Episode 2.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
Twisted.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.